Picture this: turquoise waves shimmer under the morning sun, seagulls glide over white powder sand, and a tender boat from a luxury cruise drifts toward a brand new private paradise. The passengers on board don't realize it yet, but they're about to step foot on a beach club that hasn't even opened to the public. That's right, for the first time ever, select cruise passengers are getting early access to a secret new Bahamas beach club, months before anyone else. And trust me, this is not your typical island stop. This place is more than palm trees and cocktails. It's a glimpse of cruising's future, exclusive, limited, and luxuriously personal. Welcome back to Cruise Hacks, the channel that reveals insider perks, hidden cruise secrets, and smart hacks that make your voyages smoother, smarter, and unforgettable. If you're ready to see how passengers got VIP access to the hottest new destination in the Caribbean, and why it might completely change how private islands work, then stay tuned, because what's happening in the Bahamas right now is redefining cruising itself. So, what exactly is this mysterious beach club everyone's whispering about? Just off the coast of Eleuthera lies the new Paradise Cay Beach Club, a partnership between a major hospitality group and two cruise giants, Royal Caribbean and Norwegian. For now, only a handful of passengers, mostly suite guests and loyalty members, are being quietly invited to experience it before the public launch. While the rest of the world waits for opening day, these lucky few are sipping coconuts, testing cabanas, and swimming in infinity pools that hardly anyone's seen on social media yet. And this early access? It isn't random. It's strategy. Point 1. Exclusive soft openings for cruise guests. Cruise lines have realized their best testers aren't influencers, they're experienced passengers. People who know what luxury feels like. So these early access programs double as beta tests. Passengers enjoy the island, offer feedback, and share breathtaking photos online, all while the cruise lines get priceless publicity. And here's the kicker: these early visitors are often the only guests on the island that day. Imagine walking along a mile of untouched white sand with maybe 30 people total. No crowds, no noise, no waiting for beach chairs. Just you, the ocean, and silence. That's real luxury. Point 2. What's inside the new beach club? Early visitors say it feels like Bimini Beach Club meets Perfect Day at Coco Cay, but sleeker, calmer, and more boutique. Picture this: overwater cabanas with glass floors and plunge pools, a two-level infinity pool overlooking coral reefs, floating hammocks anchored in shallow turquoise water, and an adults-only lagoon bar glowing blue under the sunset. There's even a culinary pavilion where Bahamian chefs grill fresh seafood right in front of you. No loud DJ, no party chaos, just effortless elegance. It's the new standard of what a private island should feel like. Point 3. Why the Bahamas? Now you might wonder, why build another private beach club here? Simple: location and logistics. The Bahamas are just 100 miles from Miami, meaning shorter itineraries, lower fuel costs, and maximum passenger satisfaction. Plus, Eleuthera's west side offers calm, protected waters, ideal for tender boats. But here's the twist: this club isn't owned by one cruise line. It's a joint development, so multiple cruise brands can visit on different days. That flexibility could make it one of the most exclusive and most profitable destinations in the Caribbean. Point 4. The real reason behind early access. Here's something most passengers don't realize. Early access isn't just a thank you gift, it's research disguised as luxury. Every step, every drink order, every photo opportunity is quietly tracked and analyzed. Cruise companies are studying how guests move, what they love, and where they spend money. This helps them fine-tune everything before the official launch, from staffing to cabana pricing to bar layout. In short, early guests are not just visitors, they're part of the design team shaping the ultimate beach experience. And honestly, nobody's complaining. Who wouldn't want to help test paradise? Point 5. What this means for future cruises. This new beach club is only the beginning. Cruise lines are betting big on private, crowd-free luxury. Expect to see more exclusive islands popping up soon: hidden Cay lounges in Belize, reef sanctuaries in Turks and Caicos, even boutique coves in the Dominican Republic. The message is clear: tomorrow's cruise isn't about rushing through crowded ports. It's about slow luxury, staying longer, relaxing deeper, and feeling like the island belongs to you. Now think back to the early days of cruise private islands. They were simple: maybe a barbecue lunch and some snorkeling. But now, they're evolving into floating resort extensions, places that rival the ship's own luxury. This Early Access Bahamas Club proves that the future of cruising isn't just where your ship sails, it's about where it lets you escape to. As those first passengers step off their tender boats and onto that untouched sand, they're not just visiting a beach, they're walking into a new era of cruising. One where exclusivity, privacy, and personal experience define the journey. And that's just the beginning. In the next part, we'll uncover how passengers are being selected for early access, what secret perks they're enjoying on the island, and how you can boost your chances of getting invited before it opens to the public. This is Cruise Hacks, your insider pass to the cruise world the companies don't talk about. Stay tuned, because what's coming next might just be your golden ticket to paradise. So, how do those lucky passengers actually get early access to this brand new Bahamas Beach Club? The truth is, there's no magic lottery, it's a carefully designed selection system. Cruise lines want their most engaged travelers, their top spenders, and their most social guests. That means the people stepping onto this island first aren't random at all. They're the ones who've unknowingly been building up invisible points of trust with the cruise line for years. Point 6. Who gets chosen first? Cruise lines start with their loyalty tier members, Diamond Level, Platinum Plus, or Haven Suite guests. These are passengers who cruise often, spend well, and have a history of glowing reviews. They get the first email invitations. Next come passengers who've recently booked premium cabins or back-to-back voyages. Then, the wild card, a few hand-picked first-timers who fit the line's ideal guest profile. Maybe they travel in groups, post often on social media, or have large followings that could spark buzz. It's marketing disguised as reward, but for those invited, it feels like winning a golden ticket. Passengers describe getting mysterious pre-cruise emails with the subject line, "Exclusive Island Experience, Invitation Only." Inside is a simple confirmation link. No official photos, no heavy details, just a promise, private access before the world gets in. Within hours, those limited slots disappear. Point 7. Hidden perks on the island. Once they arrive, guests quickly realize this isn't just an early visit, it's an elevated experience. As soon as you step off the tender, you're greeted by name, offered chilled towels, and handed a welcome drink made from local fruit. Some passengers even report personal golf cart escorts to their cabanas. There are secret perks most cruisers won't hear about until the official launch. Complimentary spa mini treatments under palm huts. A tasting menu at the Lagoon Bar featuring limited edition rum blends. A sunset ceremony where Bahamian drummers perform as champagne is poured for the group. And because these are trial runs, staff-to-guest ratios are insanely high, sometimes one crew member for every 2 visitors. Everything is designed to feel effortless, almost surreal. Point 8. How they use feedback. Now here's where Cruise Hacks comes in, the part most passengers never think about. Those casual surveys you're asked to fill out at the end of the day? They're pure gold. Cruise lines analyze every comment, which cabana had the best shade, which drink ran out first, which sound volume felt just right. They even track how long people stayed in each area using subtle beacon sensors. It's all part of data-driven design. So when the beach club officially opens, every decision, from where the loungers face to what time the DJ fades out, will be based on these early guests. You're not just visiting, you're shaping the final version of paradise. Point 9. Money matters and upsell testing. Here's something Cruise Insider never tells you. The soft launch phase also lets cruise lines test pricing psychology. They quietly vary the cost of cabana rentals and drink packages among early visitors to see which feels premium but fair. If most guests happily pay $299 for a private float cabana, that's the number that sticks. If it feels steep, they'll bundle it with extras and call it a day experience package. It's subtle but powerful, the birth of new onboard revenue streams built around exclusivity. And the results are impressive. Cruise analysts say early access passengers spend up to 40% more per day than on a regular port call, mostly on food, drinks, and luxury extras. It proves one thing: when travelers feel special, they open their wallets wider, and cruise lines know it. Point 10. Can you get invited too? Yes, and this is where your Cruise Hacks advantage kicks in. Start by checking your loyalty status. Even mid-tier members can qualify if they book early on new itineraries that mention Private Island Preview. Upgrade your cabin when possible. Suite and spa-class passengers are always prioritized. Engage with your cruise line online. Tag them on Instagram, comment positively, and share photos. Social visibility quietly boosts your profile. Another trick: book shoulder season sailings. That's when cruise lines test soft openings because the ships aren't full. And if you see Eleuthera listed as a tender port, details TBA, there's a good chance it's a preview stop at Paradise Cay. Ask your travel agent to flag any itinerary that includes private island test visit. They'll know what that means. Point 11. Why this changes cruising forever. The rise of these exclusive clubs signals a deeper shift. The cruise industry is chasing emotional value over volume. Instead of packing thousands of passengers onto crowded decks, lines are crafting micro-experiences that feel tailor-made. Think fewer people, higher satisfaction, bigger loyalty. For passengers, that means more moments that feel personal. For cruise lines, it's priceless marketing. Those perfect drone shots of empty beaches, gleaming pools, and smiling guests are worth millions in advertising. Each soft opening becomes a live commercial, filmed organically by the people living it. Point 12. The bigger picture beyond the glamour. This move benefits the Bahamas too. These new projects create hundreds of local jobs, chefs, musicians, artisans, guides, and they spread tourism beyond the same over-visited ports. Early reports say the developers of Paradise Cay are partnering with nearby communities to source produce and crafts directly. It's a win-win: economic growth for locals and authentic culture for travelers. Point 13. What passengers are saying. Those who've experienced early access can't stop talking about it. One cruiser described it as Coco Cay meets a luxury boutique resort, but with zero crowds. Another said it felt like owning an island for a day. The consensus: after you've had a day like that, going back to a crowded port feels impossible. That's exactly the reaction cruise companies wanted. Still, it's not perfect. Some testers mentioned small glitches, digital wristbands that didn't sync, cabana air conditioning that shut off mid-afternoon. But that's the point of the soft launch, to fix every flaw before the grand reveal. Point 14. When it finally opens, the official grand opening is expected soon, though no date has been publicly confirmed. What insiders do know is that the first season will rotate between Royal Caribbean, Norwegian, and one luxury partner. Once open, access will likely remain limited, only one ship per day, around 1,500 guests max. The exclusivity will stay intact, just slightly scaled up. Point 15. The Cruise Hacks takeaway: if you're serious about scoring early access invites, start playing the long game. Build loyalty, upgrade strategically, and keep your profile active online. Remember, the cruise world notices the passengers who share its story. The more visible you are, the more likely you'll be tapped for preview programs. So as those final test tenders pull away from the island and the sun sets over Eleuthera's horizon, one thing becomes clear: this isn't just another beach stop. It's the prototype for a new era of cruising, one where every passenger dreams of saying, "I was there first." For travelers, it's the thrill of discovery. For cruise lines, it's data-driven perfection. And for everyone watching from home, it's a promise of what's next: quieter luxury, smarter design, and experiences that feel uniquely yours. This has been Cruise Hacks, your inside source for the cruise world's best-kept secrets. Drop a like, share it with your cruise crew, and hit subscribe so you never miss the next hidden destination before it hits the headlines. Until next time, sail smart, explore deeper, and remember, sometimes the best journeys begin before the doors officially open.